Hey guys, welcome back to some Gilded Guardians. That's right, we have 2 days, only 2 days, and then pets are going to be released. So in this video, we're going to be breaking down the beast. They went ahead and released all of the pet information. Want to check it out, want to get into this. Now, I do have some legendary pets, and you'll see when we look at these, they do a lot of different things. And overall, I'm going to show you what exactly we're looking at within this content. So that is right, introducing pets out in the wild. This is the post that just came up on Gilded Guardians. So introducing the pets, we all know we've been waiting for this. Today is the exciting rollout of the first phase of pets, which is going to be available in 2 more days, November 27th, which is going to be awesome. For those new to Gilded Guardians, pet are NFT companions to commanders and their guardians. Now, when we think of the basic pets, I want to break them down systematically. We can also look at token troves, see what the prices are. But when you think of the basic normal pets, they only run about $1.50, $2 as it sits right now. Could be a lot more expensive, but the difference between the basic pets at $2 and the legendary pets, which are at $200, is kind of crazy. And I don't know if they're really worth it. Looking through here and really breaking it down, they provide a range of passive skills that offer resources, energy accumulation. All pets offer a chance of acquiring items after sweeping a run. We're going to have to see how effective these pets are in here, which again is going to be pretty cool. So just like Guardians, pets are split across 4 tiers of rarity. Like I said, common, rare pets have 1 passive skill. Epic and legendary have 2. That is important to note because when we start getting to the next part, looking at these, commanders can equip up to 3 pets and have up to 6 skills active. So when you think of those 3 pets, so if you have 3 of your common pets, you can only have 3 passive skills at the most. So that means you're going to be missing half of those passive skills in here, which means you're going to need a combination of having at least, because if you had 1 epic or legendary, you'd get 2 skills, you'd get 2 additional skills if you had the basic, so that would give you a total of 4. So you'd have to have 1 or really 2 epic or legendary pets. Then you could have a common or rare pet, or you could go ahead and do all epic or legendary pets. The way that it's breaking up and the way that I was reading this, again, commanders can equip up to 3 pets. So if you want to have all 6 of your passive skills, you're going to have at least epic and legendary pets and 3 of each. So of course, with not only the 4 rarities, maximum of 3 pets, there are 3 different types of pets in here, which we'll look at: the workers, the scouts, and the hunters. And you can see here are the pet skills. So breaking it down for the Empire, Lore Keeper, Redeemer, I like this. This is giving us the ability through the pet skills to get additional souls out of a bunch of different places. Now you'll notice that we have everything in here. So we have gold in here with the smart miner. We have the arena tokens in here. We also do have our e-coins or our endless token, smart infuser, swift infuser, mighty infuser. These are all really the top tier abilities. So I'm not sure if the pets are all going to have the ability for the same ones. We're going to have to keep breaking this down. To help identify which reward comes from pets, 2 new icons have been added to the reward selection. In order, the example, the left chest being the reward, the glowing paw, is a crit up from the pet. The chest reward with the non-glowing refers to the normal pet. So you'll see that right here. So this is where we're getting all of our additional stuff. Now, of course, they went through, they did the sweep animation. So they actually swept this and they got the pet chests out of here, which is pretty cool. Like I said, the pets do come in 3 variety. First one we're looking at is the worker pets. Now, of course, this is the basic one, as you see right here. This is the common, then we have the rare, then we have the epic, then we have the legendary pet. So depending again on the classifications of what you're buying, so you can see Trixie, Kyrion, Namor, and Catamus, which of course is the legendary pet we have right down here. And this is where it gets interesting. So you can see skill name for the Empire. Then it breaks down exactly what the regular beast is going to do, or the regular pet. After completing a dungeon, there's an 8% chance to get Imperial Souls. When receiving the reward, there's a 10% chance to increase it to 12 Imperial Souls. So again, looking at the very basic common pets we have, they have the ability to give you more souls. Then we start getting into the rare pets, which is right here, skill name Mighty Miner. After completing the dungeon, 9% chance to obtain a power stone, which again, this is kind of interesting because if this is the case, they only come with 1 of the skills. So you're going to have to systematically know which pet you're going to buy in here, just because right here, like a power stone, this is a pet that I would not get at all, just for the simple fact that if I had this pet, I would only get the legendary power stones. I have a crazy amount of power stones. I need gold. Just like if you could put on a pet that had, and of course gave you more Imperial Souls. If you needed Imperial Souls, if you're building up heroes that require that, it would make sense to run this pet right here. Now looking at Nimur, which is the epic, and then Catamus, which is the legendary, they do come with 2 skills. So the Mighty Miner and the Mighty Infuser. So after completing a Dungeon Adventure mode, you get a 9% chance for the Power Stone. So it is the same one that we see right here that we're getting on our epic pet. And then of course right here, 10% chance of obtaining crafting material boxes for strength. Now again, that is very specific when it comes to these beasts itself or these pets itself. The crafting material box is strength. Now we know when you do get these, it is a big bonus to crafting. So overall, when you look at the pets, they are going to be a massive, massive bonus when it comes to the ability to craft a lot faster. And then of course we do have our legendary, which is going to give us crafting energy. Now that is crazy. 12% chance to restore crafting energy. When energy is restored, 10% chance to get 25 points of crafting energy. This is the legendary beast that I do own right now. Mighty Infuser, when you go through any dungeon and adventure mode, 10% chance to get, again, that strength box. So we know as it sits right now, again, kind of summoning up what these pets do. So for our worker pets specifically, we have Imperial Souls, we have Power Stones, we have crafting boxes, and we have crafting energy. That is going to be the workers. That is the workers, their skills and abilities in their entirety. Breaking it down with our scouts, again, right here we have the uncommon or the regular pet, the common pet. Then we have the rare, then we have the legendary, or excuse me, then we have the epic, then we have the legendary, which of course is the unicorn right down here. Let's look at these ones. So this is Keeper Souls. So again, if you have the very basic pet, it is going to be the Keeper Souls. Then it has Arena Coins. Now remember, this is the Scout. So 10 Arena Coins out of there. When you finish a dungeon, you can farm Arena Coins. Again, Arena Coins, pretty good to farm, but I don't know if it's worth that pet slot. Then we get into the Epic one, which is the double. So you do get the Arena Coins out of here, and you also do get the crafting material box. Now this one is Agility. Again, thinking of what you need within the game itself, if you have Onyx, if you have this epic pet, you have the ability to get not only the crafting material boxes, but you also have the ability to get more Arena Coins. And then it goes to Endless Coins. So if you have the legendary pet in here, 50 Endless Coins right here and a chance to get 250 Endless. And then in here, the Adventure mode will give you those crafting boxes for Agility. So we know the first one was Strength. This one is Agility. Then we get into Hunters. The Hunters is the final classification that we have for our pets. And of course, it goes right down here to our legendary, which is Lucius or Lucas. But looking in here, this gives us the Redeemer Souls. We have the Arena Coins out of here again, crafting material boxes, Intellect. This is probably going to be the 2 pets that are going to be used the most. Now, the reason being, when you start looking at intellect boxes, you are not only covering your damage dealers like when we look at Leah, but you're also crafting with intellect is getting all of your support heroes. I think almost all of the support heroes are intellect when you start looking at, looking at Thorit, when you start looking at Grizel, but when you look at Tavros, when you look at JD, when you look at the healers and also the mage side of it, but also the support, majority of those are intellect, making this very, very important to get. Now, of course, right here, we get the intellect boxes, but here is the gold. This is going to be, honestly, the Smart Miner is probably going to be one of the most sought after pets for the simple fact that gold, if you've played this game, if you've been playing Guild of Guardians for a while, gold is the thing you never have, and you never have the ability to get enough of the gold. Then when you look at in here, it's kind of interesting because when you look at the legendary beast, you have adventure energy, which means you could farm a lot more. And then down here, you have the crafting boxes, of course, for intellect. But this is the only one that gives you gold. So again, thinking of this and thinking of the abilities you're going to have in here is Miku, which is this one in here, which is the epic pet or the epic beast. This one might make a really big difference because of the ability to farm gold. And again, when it comes to crafting out the items or crafting out your gear, that is incredibly well. But if you get a good piece of gear, for a majority of players, including myself, I do not have gold to get and really build this up a lot, or build it up to the enlightenment level that I want on my gear, because I don't have any gold in really at all. So honestly, putting in a beast like this, I would even do the crafting boxes for intellect. That would be awesome. And the thing to note as well is in here, right here, the 10% chance for get the material box and the epic, or excuse me, the legendary pet, it is the exact same. It is the same 10% chance, which I don't like that they mirrored it. Now, of course, now Athlete and Smart Miner, two different ones. So we're going to have to see if it's worth it to do the adventure energy with Lucius, or if it does make sense again to get the gold. But ultimately, if you're equipping 3 beasts in here, and I don't know if by chance these are going to overlap. So what I mean by that, do we have to have 3 different beasts or 3 different pets out of here? Or could you overlap with the exact same pets? I don't know. I don't think it said anything about that. That's a really good question though. Identifying the reward glowing paw, which we know, maximum of 3 pets. But like I said, can we get 3 of the same pets in here to really stack a ton of these? I don't know if that's the ability, and I don't think it says anything about being able to go ahead and build those. But looking at here, this again is the entirety. So thinking of building it, thinking of really having the different pet skills. So this is kind of the basic one. This is the mid tier that we have right here. And then these are the combination really of the last 2 that we have. And of course, Smart Miner, some of these do kind of run over to other pets within here. So guys, overall, like I said, I have the 1 worker one, which means it gives me access to all of these skills and abilities right here. So I can boost up my crafting energy, which is awesome. Now, another question that I have that I don't know, and I don't think they're adjusting, is the ability for crafting energy. I know I can produce a lot more crafting energy this way, but is it going to give me a longer cooldown on those chests, on some of the crafting chests themselves? Because ultimately I might stack a ton of crafting energy, but I don't have the ability to use it because of what we have going on with these boxes and the cooldown on the box itself. I don't know. I don't know if that's going to make a big difference. Arena coins, again, I'm not really too worried about that. Endless coins, I have so many endless coins, it doesn't even make a difference. So even thinking here short of the agility box, not really too worried about that, because it even seems at this point, I'm getting enough of my crafting material boxes overall when it comes to everything in here, even looking at the inventory. Like I said earlier, when it comes to the boxes itself, you can see, I mean, we have almost 5,000 crafting boxes, 537 of these. What we're running into right now is I do not have the ability or do not have the power when it comes to crafting to get these. Even look down here, guys, all of our refined ore, our level 7 refined ore, I don't have the ability. And again, I'm hoping they change the cooldown on these legendary burrower chests and everything else, because I don't have any of the actual metal to build these out. And I don't know, maybe these are what the chests are going to give you and not your refined ore. I think out of the regular chest, it is going to be the refined ore or the tier 7 stuff you're getting out of here. But I am missing the ingots. I am missing the ability to craft. And again, I have more than enough material boxes for everything, but I don't have the ability to craft anything because I don't have enough of the regular mat that is coming out of here, which comes from the crafting energy. And I don't have enough gold. Even thinking of the gold that we're getting out of here, even looking at Leah, I'm trying to max out her item right here all the way to 15. But looking at the cost, this is 2.6 million gold. And you can see we're probably, what, a little over a third, maybe 35, maybe 40% done. As we continue to power that up, even here, we have quite a few stones that we can use, but still waiting to build this up. I mean, if you're talking, 2.6, 2.8 million gold, if we can continue in here and get another, X factor, multiple factor of getting additional gold to build out the rest of this gear, because I have really good gear. As you can see, most of them are the 24 stat bonus. I have a lot of really good gear in here that I'm utilizing, but I don't have the ability to enlighten it any further because I don't have the gold, which again, a combination of a multitude of pets would make a really big difference to making progression in here. So it's not run out by all the legendary pets, even though I like the abilities. Seems like a lot of the epic pets are also going to have a really big impact in this game. So all right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.